Hello?
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Anyone seen a Hexjet battery?
The ones that leak charged element zero? Did you bring one of those onto the ship?
No. Course not.
I have 3 in my leg.
A flush is all the same color.
Same suit.
So, not the same color.
Cards with the same suit are the same color.
Ah.
He still doesn't get it.
Nope.
I do get peace and quiet. That's why I'm here. Your heart rate and stress hormones say otherwise. You need downtime. Dealing with tough stuff is my job, Doc. And these are your off hours. Take them off. Now orbiting Kadara. Tracking a remnant architect.
Pathfinder, more of your outposts need help, if you have time. Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Some of the other fields are for regular crops, and I think one is being reserved for ash vines.
Rowan's making a new wine then. I'm looking forward to that.
But I hope the larva doesn't get to it first.
Oh,
Thessalon, there will be cargo waiting for you on arrival.
Let us know where to take it. We'll make it happen.
Excellent. Paran extends her appreciation and wishes you sunny skies. Your crew has been cooperative. I appreciate that.
When I signed up for the initiative, I knew we might encounter new species. But the reality of it, these people are incredible.
It's a shame Jen Garson will never know how her crazy dream ended up.
Pathfinder. Analysis reveals this plant to be fruit-bearing.
Can we eat it?
Unknown. If we find more samples, I can transmit the data to Dr. Tapero for testing.
This must be very different after Gold. Not worrying about a Ked attack is a nice change of pace.
I can tell the people here are on edge. We're outsiders.
Remember when the humans found us? We felt the same way. It'll all turn out for the better.
When trouble comes calling, will you be ready? Buy my armor. This is nice. We can put this in the store right away.
yeah, we loved it.
So why didn't anyone take it?
Prepared it carefully.
That's much too small. Who even wore that?
No clue. But it sure is pretty.
Tools for the field.
Maybe the
Supplies
wasn't
for all
drinking
your
music.
needs.
I could spend
Ryder.
every credit in my account here.
Good thing your embassy established an exchange rate for commerce.
Not so good for me.
We're still good.
Omda, do you have the minutes from the last council meeting?
My dear Emperor, when have I ever not kept such records?
There's always a first time.
For a youth like yourself, perhaps, I'll transmit them at once.
I hear things are going well on the agricultural front.
You have the Pathfinder to thank for that.
For many things, it seems.
You realize I'm trying to save our food supply, right?
outside above.
and paste.
You took down those outsiders on Eladin, didn't you?
Just one. But he had a gun. This is all the Ket. They did this to us.
Ashel.
You know I'm right. We finish training as fast as possible, and we go out there and we fight.
But how do we fight them? Those exalted, they could be my cousin, your mother. All of our disappeared. They're us, Ashel. How do we fight us?
Ryder, I took a look at the plants you sent. Good news, they're edible.
So we can grow them on the Nexus?
Not just these. If the genetic makeup is similar, most of the food on Aya could be edible. But I need to be sure. Get a sample of fruit from the market.
Twister. I just can't figure out how to break the Ket code.
You'll get it. These things take time.
I don't know if we have time.
You just started. Focus. Build your luck. You can do this.
You're right. I'll give it another try.
You're not supposed to be here.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
I'm guessing that's because of what happened on Eladin.
You know what happened?
Not everything, but I have an idea.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladin. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked. 3 hours on the dunes with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
I thought Aya wouldn't take anyone from Kadara.
They don't. I told them what happened and they welcomed me. Ephra took me in. He says I'm a fighter. Resistance material. I spent so long wanting more than what Angara worlds could give me. I was wrong.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
You ran into the worst of us, but you can't judge us all by their actions.
That sounds like something Rorik might say. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
My team needs me. The Kett will push back.
You can't go out there again. I almost lost you.
My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do? How's it going?
It's playing with me. It's sentient and it's playing with me. That's the only possible explanation.
I'm just gonna let you focus on that.
It probably laughs at me when I'm not listening. That encryption is evil and out to get me. Looking at it now, few women. Safe is all relative. If humans can find us, so can Pathfinder, next time you're on Kadara Port, I need a favor. The contact who helped us find Venturev hasn't checked in. He's overdue.
Your contact went up against Sloane Kelly and lost. He's in hiding.
You knew and didn't tell me? That outlaw's become a real problem. What do you need?
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
The Kadara situation. I have to deal with it someday.
When trouble comes calling, will you be ready?
Something I can do for you?
Can I get a few of those fruits for the Tempest?
More than one? You Pathfinders are richer than I thought.
What do you mean?
You really are new to Helios. Look at it this way. This Parapo feeds 1. Or we can break it down into nutrient paste and feed 20. Raw fruit is rare because it's excessive. A luxury. Better to make the most out of it, right?
Is that what you guys eat?
Of course. It gives us the nutrition we need without wasting resources. The food we grow is precious. We have to make the most of it. And once in a while, we treat ourselves.
As appetizing as paste sounds, I'll stick to fresh fruit.
At least pay a visit to the Tavitan and try it out. I'll send a few fruits to your ship in the meantime. A gift.
I'll get moving.
Sun-ripened fruit. Take advantage of a rare surplus.
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Ryder, I analyzed all the food samples you sent. You're good to go. Everything is safe.
You sure?
Liam already ate the Parapo. And he's not dead.
Good enough for me.
I passed my data along to the Nexus. Congratulations, Ryder. We have food.
Ryder.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
It's wild. A colonist on Kadara claims to have an Asari remake of Seven Samurai. I think he's trolling with recut trailers, but you never know.
Oh, Huntresses. No, that's all new, all real footage. Not real Asari, though.
What? How did I miss that release?
Watching the wrong subsections of the extranet, probably?
Sounds niche.
It checks out. Thanks, PB.
A little extra giddy-up for the Nomad?
Have you fixed the shock absorbers yet?
I'm not doing it, Joe. The rest of the team likes the smooth ride.
But I keep falling asleep.
Do what I do. Never stop talking.
Ah, you acquired the components?
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing what you and Gil put together.
He's very gifted. When we succeed, more of your people can experience our stories as they are meant to be enjoyed. Goda Tavitara. The Lulia Reborn trilogy. I'm weeping a bit already.
It sounds interesting, but I just don't have time for reading fiction. Make time. I'll set you an appointment if I have to. Besides, if you skip the food descriptions, the first volume's only 100 pages.
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
We'll keep an eye out in the sector.
Deploying probe.
That a satellite? Is that what pinged us in this sector?
It's pulsing an initiative call response code. Someone knows our tech inside and out.
Let's get a scan. What the hell happened?
Anti-trackback measure? Drive system overloaded. Not quick enough, though. I got a serial that has triggered an alert.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
What is going on?
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
What's all this stuff even for?
Lab equipment. It's for when you run out of beer glasses.
Most of it's got Suvi's name on it.
But she's never in here.
Research to bridge. Suvi, what's all this stuff for?
Oh, the lab equipment. These days I use it when I run out of drinkware.
Call it.
If the Archon already knows its location, the question is, what be there when we do?
Another opportunity to kick his ass?
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
Director? What are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you aren't calling her one?
She sympathized, but we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
Pretty extreme to set up a personal alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers.
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the initiative?
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the Tempest. She'd ram an upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the Exiles. That was a big loss.
Why were these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how is it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. I'd bet there's more trackers in outpost systems. That's where you search for whoever's doing this.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
We just got pinged by another of those ZK trackers.
Let's try to get close enough to pull some data.
On it. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe.
Tracker ahead. Looks active.
Ease up on it. We need a point of origin. That is one twitchy self-destruct.
Wait, just let me stick a predictive model in this fragment. There, a common vector, maybe a point of origin.
Good job. Let's go.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
Pathfinder, this is the exact nav point indicated by the ZK trackers.
Right, Addison's request. Let's see if this helps us find her missing scientist.
Damn it. The shuttle's just a relay. But I think we can get in their feed. Hold on.
Signal's through. Ready for coordinate transfer. Who the fuck? We've been found. Deadhead the comms.
You took initiative equipment. Director Addison wants it back.
Addison? What did she tell you?
Harlan, stop talking.
Is that Dr. Kennedy? Are you okay? Director Addison is concerned about you and your tech.
Keep them talking, Ryder. Tracing.
All I want is to stop the stealing. I have outposts of people trying to start their lives.
Outpost starting lives, huh?
Let them see, Harlan.
They just forwarded Dr. Kennedy's medical profile. Ryder.
She's pregnant. That woman is pregnant.
That woman knows full well the state she's in.
Chemical blockers were standard for cryo. We were supposed to wait until we were stable.
And when was that going to be? Everything was going wrong. The Nexus had no plan. You're with Addison? Well, she fell in line with Tan, said we couldn't add new mouths until we were stable. But this wasn't about waiting until we could afford a house. We were dying. So I left, with enough meds for Harlan and I to get off the blockers.
How far along? Dr. Kennedy, how long?
8 months, give or take.
We're not going back. You're not getting my tech. We'll be fine without you. Tell Addison. Fuck it, don't tell her anything. Kill it.
They flashed the core. Couldn't get a trace.
Addison will want to hear about this. And I've got questions for her. Director Addison, I have a sighting on your missing Dr. Kennedy and her trackers.
She's alive?
And 8 months pregnant.
Fucking hell.
She wasn't abducted by exiles. She left because the Nexus had no plan. She said you didn't want people to try getting pregnant.
Of course I didn't. We had no worlds. We knew we would lose people. I wasn't going to watch babies die, too. Of all the stupid, irresponsible, selfish... She was always like this, even back on Earth. She talked me into this, and now we have to save her tail.
Dr. Kennedy seems to have a group with her. Stealing aside, she has support.
How long will that last? She's the smartest person I know, but she jumps without looking. Ryder, we have 2 speeches banked for the first child in Andromeda. Trust me, you want the one for the good outcome.
What was the timetable for stopping the contraceptives everyone got before cryo?
No way to tell. It was to be determined.
You had to know that would frustrate people.
It was the only answer we could give. The alternative was more mouths and more death.
Wait, what did Dr. Kennedy talk you into?
She's an old university friend. We were catching up and she mentioned a project she was training for.
The Andromeda Initiative?
She'd still be here if I wasn't forced to tell her no a year ago.
We know how to find her. We find more of her ZK trackers.
Hopefully you can draw them out by placing more outposts. If she hasn't changed the protocol.
She's 8 months. She may be distracted.
This is a complete shit show. Find them, Pathfinder. The first human child in Andromeda can't just disappear.
detected a ZK tracker.
Scan's ready. We need Dr. Kennedy's location.
Understood, believe me. I'm picking up something. Probe away. Something's different, Pathfinder. An Angara signal in the tracker.
Try and get me the last message through.
Attached. We find the source. This tech will give us initiative access. The breeder is also a symbolic target. No mercy.
Rokar targeting Dr. Kennedy. Suvi, do we have her?
Negative. We need another tracker.
Damn it.
Pathfinder, I've detected the last CK tracker we need.
Right. We need to find Dr. Kennedy before the Rokar.
Deploying probe.
Erratic. It's drifting. And I'm getting Ket drive wash.
Now the Ket are involved? Damn it, get close.
Calla was right. Signs of Ket. But I'm getting data. The 4 trackers give us a point of origin on Vold.
That planet has no shortage of leftover Ket.
We don't want a baby near Exaltation, or Rokar. We have to find them on Vold.
Beginning approach.
Vold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
Mayday, mayday! Any initiative personnel, we need help!
This is the Pathfinder. There may be Rokar and Ket closing on you.
No, not now.
This does not sound good. Can you make a run for it?
Running is unlikely, Pathfinder.
Oh, this is getting messy.
Tempest, Dr. Kennedy will need an escape vector ASAP.
Understood.
me a gun!
Impressive. She still needs help. Good one. Ryder, turret!
Looks like it needs power.
Tell them to hurry!
We hear you, Doctor. Hold on!
I'm on someone else's schedule! Oh!
Gravity goes away in 2.
Take them out! Kennedy's shuttle needs a pass!
On it.
We're too close. I'm taking off.
Wait until you're clear!
There's no time.
Enemy down. Are you clear, Doctor?
What about it, Kennedy?
We're safe. He's safe.
Nice.
Get clear, Doctor. But we have to wrap this up with Addison.
Understood, Pathfinder.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support at 100%. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Ah, you found your first beacon. Ready for a taste of Hesgar training?
Give me your best shot.
There's a gigantic fiend nearby. Let's see if you can hunt it before it hunts you.
Later from tradition. Good work.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is stable.
Ryder, back for another Heskal challenge. I have a test of subtlety. Get into a kit base and download a full copy of its files.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. Hostile shuttle incoming.
Let's do this! Got 'em all.
Got Cat. Great shot. We're all clear.
Stay alert. There'll be more. Hostiles ahead!
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
More hostiles. We've got hostiles. Hey, damn it.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
I don't think we're done here.
Life support levels critical. Please seek safety. The ambient temperature is normal. I'm reading a temperature decrease. The ambient temperature is normal.
Eyes over here, Peavy. I like them where they are.
Temperature.
Ryder, back for another Heskal challenge. This one's straightforward, a test of combat efficiency. The beacon will agitate a remnant. Take them down quick. Maybe you'll beat my personal best.
Take them down as fast as you can. I don't think we're done here. feeds in Drachnor's count.
Go team.
Excellent. We learned early on to make every shot count. That's more than enough proof of your talents. Come, let's speak again in person.
Ryder.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Pathfinder, I have Dr. Kennedy on the channel. She is very tired, but alive.
And the baby?
Lunch like a banshee, and safe.
And now that you're back in the fold, it's the Initiative's job to keep you safe.
This all started with tech that could steal Initiative resources.
Dr. Kennedy has graciously offered to return her research, and any resources gained along the way.
I could always just purge all data.
No thank you. We'll keep things simple. You and your trackers all safely accounted for.
Locking people up isn't the solution. We can't watch everyone all the time.
You had to comb the cluster and run a gauntlet to save them.
From what I've heard, they've done the same for every outpost. Your Pathfinder knows you can't keep this bottled. If you want us safe, make it all safe.
It's best if you're on the Nexus.
Where I can keep an eye on you. And we can talk.
I haven't changed, Foster.
That's what I hoped you'd say.
Good luck out there, Dr. Kennedy.
You as well, Ryder. Best as you can.